in that second half. They had to show different qualities today.
Yeah, they definitely did, Steve. I think in the first half, like Rafa said, that Fulham were playing quite narrow. I think Fulham set up with preparation that Kevin De Bruyne was going to be in that midfield area, which allowed all the space out wide, which we took a little bit of advantage of, not as much as I think City should have, but in the second half, they seemed to open that tactic out a little bit, and it caused City a lot of problems. They were all in their face, they were very aggressive with it, and they was trying to hit them on transition.
But even when they're not allowed to play free-flowing football, they have that mentality, that grit, that determination.
And then to manage the situations, at the end of the game, you could see that they were wasting time. So it's just that when you want to win trophies, you have to have this kind of mentality.
89 seconds in, they got the perfect start, and Haaland got the opportunity for his 50th.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there was many questions about the penalty, Steve. I thought it was clumsy defending, let's say, from Ream. And the only question mark was who was going to step up and take it. Should it have been a question? I don't know. But, of course, when Mahrez is on the pitch, then you always think that he's going to grab the ball. As we see Ream there, dangling a leg, you know, you're always going to take that opportunity. And it was Haaland that took it for his 50th goal in all competitions this season. Quite phenomenal. Great penalty as well, and got them on to off to a great start.
Yeah, only the fourth player in English top-flight history to score a half-century of goals. But, Rafa, when you've got no Kevin De Bruyne, but you've got your backup striker doing this, it's a nice situation to be in.
Yeah, it's great. He's as you say, he's a back striker, so to have someone as a number 2 in this case, that is always ready. When he comes on the pitch, he's just performing and scoring goals and doing all these kind of things. As a manager, you have to be happy and quiet and comfortable, because it's quite easy to say, OK, you go, and then he will deliver.
He started 18 games for City. He scored 13 goals in those 18 starts.
Well, we knew he was quite a goal scorer before he came, but the thing I like about him is that he reminds me of a crossover between like Sergio Aguero and Tevez, but all kind of crumbled into one. He plays similar ways, and he only needs half a sight to go, and as you see there, he lets fly and tends to hit the target a lot as well.
Yeah, he's taken his opportunity again, hasn't he?
Absolutely, that was a goal, you know, fit to win any game. It was a stunning strike. Goalkeeper on that last angle of the goal, you can see he got absolutely nowhere near. Ball always curling away, and I think Manchester City will go back into their dressing really relieved there, because I think when you're looking at the fixtures, that's probably one of the hardest ones they're going to have to encounter. Obviously, you'd always expect them to win at home, but Fulham away this season's been quite a tricky tie.
Indeed, but City back on top of stands. The reigning champions are going back to the top of the Premier League table. 2-1 in front at Craven Cottage. And Sean, it took them just 89 seconds from the penalty spot. Yeah,
there's nothing better you want in an away game than starting a game quickly. And ball comes out wide to Jack, and he puts in a delightful cross. Mahrez's touchback was excellent, and Alvarez is always there. Nice first touch and wins the penalty.
We had some debate whether it be Mahrez or Haaland, but when you're on 49 goals, Rafa, you've got to take the penalty.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Normally, you have to allow your striker to do that. No.
Yeah, I debate whether it was Mahrez, because we've seen him pick up the ball before as well. And I don't think there was any doubt about the penalty, Steve. I think it was, you know, quite a clumsy challenge. And again, when you're on 49, you want to hit the half-century, and I don't think there was much doubt. I think he's only missed one penalty this season. He's taken a fair few.
8 out of 9 he's got, Michael.
Yeah.
And he is the 4th player in history in the English top flight to reach 50 goals, and he's now got 34, of course, in the Premier League. He's equalled Alan Shearer and Andy Cole, who, of course, were in a 42-game season. But after that wasn't in the script, was a Fulham equaliser from Vinicius, Rafa.
Yeah, it was watching that they were playing 3 against 3 normally. In this case, they have the 4 defenders, but at the end, you can see 2 against 2. Then you have to be sure that you cover. And then there's a great finishing and a great movement, but I think defensively, Manchester City could do a little bit better.
Yeah, I think you can see here both players wanting the same space. And Harry Wilson gets there first in a way. And I just think that Vinicius's run was a very clever one. He almost saw Harry Wilson was going to get there before him, so he swept around the front of him, and Wilson knocked it off well, and it was a beautiful finish. I mean, struck it so well.
Talking of beautiful finishes, what's the objectives here? Julian Alvarez, Sean.
He just doesn't seem to surprise me. It gets better and better. But here you can see it gets stuck under his feet a little bit, but he just adjusts himself and whips across the face of the guy. It's an unbelievable finish, and keeper is miles away from it when I saw it from the other angle. But now City just need to keep on doing what they're doing.
Yeah, no Kevin De Bruyne, no problem. That is 13 goals in 18 Manchester City starts for Julian Alvarez, and that is currently the goal that separates Fulham and Manchester City at half-time. Elsewhere, goals in every game, crucial games around the Premier League, to Old Trafford. Manchester United have had plenty of the ball, and finally, Michael, through Bruno Fernandes, his 100th league career goal, they're in front.
Yeah, it was a funny goal, really. It's come from Aston Villa's own goal kicker. A simple header forward, and Rashford's just onside, and that's a bit of a tame effort. I'm just not sure what the goalkeeper can do there. I mean, is it going wide? Is it going in? As you can see, just onside Rashford. He breaks the offside trap. He hits it quite early. I don't think you're going to score with that type of pace, but Bruno ends up mopping it up and bouncing it over the goalkeeper. Great lead.
Now then, surprise score at your former club, Rafa. Newcastle behind to this Stuart Armstrong goal.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Southampton is doing well. So here you can see a counter-attack. So they did well. And then, okay, it's just the chance. But the main thing is that the determination of Southampton to go in the counter-attack.
You've got to be careful losing the ball in midfield like that. You know, a counter-attack is always on, especially for an away team. And Southampton work it well. Nobody would have saw that result at half-time.
No. Bournemouth leads, and problems are mounting, although they do have one back.
Yeah, they definitely are. But I think Bournemouth started really, really well here. And it's a great run from him, but the finish, a little bit of ricochet, but this way he runs around the ball and guides it and puts it in the top corner. I thought was a tremendous finish and a man of confidence.
Talking of confidence, Ilian Meslier, the Leeds United goalkeeper, is a little bit low on it at the moment, Michael. We saw that again for the second goal.
I think he is. The two goals that you could have attributed the blame not so long ago were because he was almost flapping a little bit, and there he comes out again, palms the ball into the path of Lerma, who's obviously quite the opposite. He's got a lot of confidence after scoring that first goal, and he rams it into the back of the net
This has given Leeds hope, Rafa.
Yeah, we were talking about Bramford the other day, missing an important chance, but that is giving confidence for the rest of the game, for sure.
Absolutely. So goals in every game, some very important scorelines at half-time. The one at Craven Cottage, as it stands, with Haaland.
Position MRBEAR. Alors, que se passe-t-il? Le buteur Hakim Ziyech est resté au sol.